Hi team, Anna here, makeup creator, teacher, and educator specifically for people with hooded eyes. I post a lot of content for my fellow 30-something people as well as oily and textured skin, everything makeup. We love everything makeup here on this channel, and today we are trying out a full face of new makeup, one of my favorite videos in the whole planet to create. I am so excited because we have literally a full face of new makeup, every single step. And it's not only new makeup, it's super viral, super trendy, super cool products that I've been dying to try out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi Anna from the past. A little bit of an announcement before we get into the video, you guys. I applied to be in the Sephora Squad 2024. It's a position where you have basically a partnership with Sephora for a whole year. You go on brand trips, you try out new products. Sometimes you have even paid partnerships with some brands. And this is truly a dream of mine for years. I apply every single year. And I am begging you, please, if I have ever inspired or helped you or entertained you, please leave me a testimonial via the link down below. It's completely free and it will take 30 seconds of your time. Just leave me a couple words and this will help me so much, and it means the world to me. I cannot read your testimonials, so if you want me to know what your testimonial is, just send it to me on socials, DM me, or leave it in the comments below. I am so grateful for your guys' support, and I really hope I win this year. Thank you guys for everyone who is leaving testimonials, and I love you guys so much. Thank you. Let's get into this video. Oh my god, spoiler alert. I have my favorite under eye primer by TULA on my face, as well as a lip mask. So we're gonna start with some skin prep. My skin needs some hydration, and I got this in PR the other day, Clarins Double Serum. This is an iconic product. I'm not sure if this is like a new packaging or something. Their old packaging looked a little bit different, and I adore this product, especially whenever you're trying to use something anti-aging. I used to use it at night all the time, but I've seen a lot of really popular famous makeup artists, those makeup girlies who post really gorgeous tutorials, use this as a skin prep. So I decided to finally go ahead and try and use this as my skincare before makeup. Okay, yeah, this is exactly the same product because it smells exactly the same, it looks exactly the same. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's hydrating, it is not overwhelming, it is really beautiful. It is fragranced, and I know it's a big deal for a lot of people, so in case you don't like it, this product is not for you. But it is kind of like a cult classic product. People love it, a lot of makeup artists love it, I love it. Let's see how it works out as a makeup base. While we're waiting for that to sink into the skin, look at this. Flower Nose is a Chinese makeup brand that sent over the most gorgeous, the most beautiful collection, and I am dying to try all of their products because this is a work of art, okay? We're gonna be trying out their blush, their highlighter, a lot of stuff, and we're going to start out with a little eyebrow palette. Are you kidding me? Are you actually joking? I feel like a princess. This is to die for. So this is a little trio of powders, and look at the embossment of that, and that's not even the coolest one I got. This is insane. I adore products like this. I'm so excited to try it out. So we're gonna go in with the darkest powder because why not? Do I ever use powder for my eyebrows? No, but I think I used to, and I think I used to like it as well. We're gonna test it out. I'm gonna grab a random brush that I have. It also comes with a little brush, but I just want something more heavy duty, kind of like a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna pick up that deep shade and kind of start building underneath here. Oh, it's actually a really nice shade for me. I also do have a tinted brow gel to test out, which is super exciting. So I don't want to go overboard with this product. Just a little tint will do, a little bit of color. Yeah, that's such a nice shade for me. By the way, yes, I am going to be cheating on my regular chunky mirror with this one today, only for today because it's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna fill in my tails right through here. I actually love powders. Like, it's so much harder to mess up if you're working with powder on your brows. I feel like this is a perfect way for beginners to learn how to do their makeup on the brows. Quality wise, it's pigmented, it's beautiful. I'm gonna want to see how it wears. For sure, it's not as good as a pencil longevity wise, but if we set it with a good gel, maybe that's gonna work together. Just look at the brow. She's gorgeous. She's demure. She's so mindful. I love it. Okay, this product is for sure staying on my vanity because I really like the way my brows look right now, and it was super easy and I wasn't stressing out. I'm usually really stressed out when I do my brows. I feel like I have brow blindness. I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not willing to learn, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get to the gel. So Milk sent over their tubing gel for brows. Have you heard of that product? Because I have, and I've been waiting for this package, and it's been out for a little while, but I just received it in PR and I cannot wait to try it out. I got one one of the darker shades. So the shade is called Herb, I believe. They sent over a bunch of shades, but some of them look too light, some of them look too dark. I thought that this would be the best option for me. So imagine tubing mascara, right? This is the same, but for brows. So probably for those of you who want your brows to stay on for the entire day, or possibly two. Just kidding. This is very long wear and it's difficult to take off. Like, you do have to use a makeup remover to take this off, if that makes sense. But it's not a problem for me. I'm super excited to try it out. I think this shade will work for me, but also because this is a colorful gel, I know that my brows are gonna look a little bit more dramatic today. So I'm just kind of embracing that. I do not like colorful gels in general. I think if this was clear, I would have preferred it better, but this is growing on me. Like, this looks good and I know that it's going to stay for a very long time. I did test it out a little bit yesterday and I am going to kind of shape them a little bit better, but I feel like it's a really, really good concept, especially for those of you who don't have a lot of brow hairs. Then you can just apply this and it's going to look so beautiful and so natural. And honestly, even for me with a ton of hairs on my brows, it looks really good. It might look a little bit more dramatic than on another day, but maybe it's the shade. Okay, so the first time I tried it out, I only went with a single layer and I think I've learned my lesson. 2 layers is not for me. I should have only done 1, but I really, really like this product and I will continue to use it because it's so long wear and it's really, really beautiful. I might have overdone it today, but we are testing makeup in this video. So our goal is not to look perfect. It is to survive. And we are surviving. All right, I might have put too much. For primer, Benefit sent over their new primer. This is the Professional Matte Primer. So it's going to be the sister primer to their original Benefit Professional that is a blurring primer, and they are different. This one is mattifying. The other one is blurring and pore blurring. So in my opinion, I want those to combine. Like, I want my skin to be matte, but I also want to get rid of my texture. We'll see which one I prefer. I am still yet to create a video to compare the two on different sides of my face. Today, I'm just using the matte version. It looks very different right away from the original one, but I'm here for it. It's kind of thick. Like, compared to my other mattifying primers, this feels really, really thick, but at the same time, lightweight. It's just that you kind of have to work quick to disperse it all over your face, and I'm here for it. Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm liking it. It's interesting. Benefit is that girl when it comes to primers. I trust them. I love this. So we're going to see how it wears under the foundation, but I am still yet to decide which primer I prefer, the original Professional or the matte version. I will post the comparison video in YouTube Shorts, but yeah, let me know which one do you prefer, or if you're a girly who like glow and hydrating primer, because that is also an option. And I actually have a new primer to test out, but that will go in the next new makeup video. I am thinking that I'm gonna literally film another try new makeup video in the next couple of days because I have too much makeup. I have too much makeup that I do want to test out. So yeah, this is a good one from me so far. Let's see how foundation sits on top of it. So I recently found this foundation on my shelf. This is my to try makeup shelf. So apparently I just forgot to try it at some point of my life and I really, really want to. This is the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation, which is going to be illuminating or radiant. So it's not necessarily my vibe or my style, but I am here to test it all out for you guys. I'm the shade 209. They sent me a couple shades and that is the one I picked for me. The other ones I just gave away. I am a big fan of Revlon foundations. Their Color Stay for combination oily skin will forever be my top 5 favorite foundations for combo and oily skin. But I am so willing to try this one, even if it is glowy. The consistency looks really nice. It's kind of liquidy. I'm gonna pick up my sponge. This one is kind of large. It's by Decay, but that's the only one that I had that was clean. All right, so let's see how it goes. Okay, it's a little bit light for me, or maybe it's kind of like, no, it's actually really nice. It's matching really nice. Right away, I can see that the coverage is really light, which I'm not mad at because it is summertime still. And honestly, we like lightweight makeup here. And I like my skin to look like skin, even though I have a ton of different redness, spots, acne, scarring, you name it. All of that is on my face. But at the same time, I don't want to look like makeup. Like, I don't want to look cakey. I do want my skin to still be visible under all of the layers, and this is what I like to see. I like to see my skin under the foundation. It looks super natural. It's very lightweight. It's not too overwhelmingly glowy. I am actually enjoying this very much so. But like I said, the primer is not blurring, so that I'm not liking. That primer might be mattifying, but I think the priority for me at this point is blurring. So I'm pretty sure I like the other one more, the OG Professional but we'll see how we go. This is actually a very nice, lightweight, natural, no makeup day foundation, or like everyday kind of type of makeup, not your full coverage glam, but how beautiful. That looks just beautiful. Why have I not tried it earlier? I should have. It looks gorgeous. I'm really liking this light layer. It feels really comfortable. It's not too glowy. Plus I know we're going to powder, so everything is going to look kind of less crazy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So good so far. So far, really, really good. Okay, I have a completely new brand to test out. And what intrigued me is that when it came in the box in PR, the box said Anastasia Beverly Hills. So naturally, I got curious. I Googled it. Apparently, this new brand, Dundas Beauty, this is going to be a project by Peter Dundas, who teamed up with ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, to create this new effortless brand for all gender identities. And basically, they are going to be more of a enhancer products rather than makeup or beauty or super glam products. They're sold on Amazon and Revolve so far as I understand. And we're going to be testing out a couple of these products. So as you can see, they have a powder bronzer, a kind of bronzing tint cream. Not sure about this product yet. We'll test it out later. Undercover enhancer, which is kind of a concealer product, eye pencil, and then lip moisturizer. So we're going to try out the concealer or the enhancer and the powder bronzer. So the thing about these products is that it's cute. The formula is cute and good. I think the concept is really cool, but the price point, in my humble opinion, is very expensive. Like, why would I buy Dundas Beauty enhancer for $29 if I can buy Natasha, Denona, or Tarte concealer for that price? Give me one good reason, right? Which might sound a little bit harsh, but that's just my thinking as a consumer. However, we are just testing this out, and without looking at the price, right? I really like this. I really, really like this. I'm typically not a girly about these stick products, but I fell in love with Merit Beauty stick, and the other day when I tried this for the first time, I fell in love with this as well. Let me show you how it works. It is extremely lightweight, very, very natural looking, super easy to blend out, and non-creasing. I really, really love the formula of this. Like, it blew me away, to be honest, and I like to use it under my eyes, but today I'm kind of trying to use it on the other parts of my face as well to see how well it's going to conceal and brighten. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out. Honestly, maybe a brush would work better for this product. Blend it out. Let's see how it works with this foundation. Pretty good. The coverage, like I said, is very, very little, but it's there. It's good. It's giving me something. I don't see much darkness under my eyes. It's kind of brightening. Enhancer is a perfect word for that. I'm actually super, super pleased with this, and it doesn't feel like anything. Like, you know, when you put on concealer, especially if it's a full coverage concealer, and you're like, okay, I feel it. There's makeup. And then you put the powder on, and there's creasing, and it's a mess. This will not do that. And that's why I really, really love it. I feel like I'm going to reach for this product quite a bit, and I really, really enjoy it. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried this brand, because I know a couple of people who have, so it's not like a super, super unknown new brand. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know your thoughts. I am really, really intrigued by this, and I'm definitely keeping this shade for me to use in the future, kind of like on the go, because look at my under eyes. They're so brightened, and I'm technically not wearing concealer, which is super, super cool. All right, let's get to contour. I have received my first ever PR package from Fenty. I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We are going to also apply their powder blush in this video because I did post my review on those, but this is a long form video. We can test it out, talk about it a little more. And they sent over their contour stick. So this is in the shade Mocha, which is that cool tone shade. I've dreamt about trying it out, but I never bought it. I don't know why. I just have too many contour sticks. But anyways, this is just one of the most perfect shades. And this is going to be a little bit more of a hard product. Like, it's not as soft as, say, Mario bronzer. And I'm kind of used to a softer product, but also, mind you, this product came out years and years and years ago. So it's kind of been like a cult favorite. I love how it blends out. I love the shade of it. I love everything about it. This is definitely going to be one of those sticks that kind of stay in my vanity in rotation, along with Makeup by Mario, Dibs Beauty, and all of the products that I really, really love. Look at that. Just tap, 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 and it's all blended. Super, super beautiful. This is, I would call this a bronzer. Like, this is something in between a bronzer and contour, which is kind of cool, because if I wanted to, I would just use this and not add any powder bronzer, but we have to test out the Dundas powder bronzer, so we're gonna go in with that a little bit later. But for now, this is really cool. I'm really loving it. The skin is looking so natural, so lightweight, very glowy, but I know that when we get to powder, it's gonna get better. Most importantly, very lightweight. Like, I only have a tiny bit of makeup. You know what I mean? I'm really loving it. All right, let's get to cream blushes, because because L'Oreal sent over a ton of their Lumi Le Liquid Blush. Some of them are glowy, some of them are matte. Obviously, we're not gonna go for a glowy one, but they sent over 6 shades. This looks gorgeous as a highlight. So stunning. I'm gonna go with something neutral, maybe this pinky shade. Here is the product in all its glory. Le Liquid Blush. What is the shade? Dewy Bright Pink. Don't like the word dewy, but we're gonna test it out either way. I haven't seen people talk about it, so yeah, I haven't seen anyone reviews or people talk about it. I don't know the finish, I don't know anything about the longevity or the price point, but it looks really cute. Because I don't know much about the pigmentation of this product, I'm gonna try and not apply too much at first. Wow, that's light. That's really cute. Okay, blending out super easily. Reminds me very much of the Maybelline Sun Kisser, like very much. It's super pretty as well. I love this shade. I love the shade. Not sure if I'm gonna like the shimmery ones. That's why we're not trying it, because again, my skin is super textured, super oily. I am not about the shimmer. Like, I'm just matte textures kind of girly. But listen, wait, this is not so easy to blend out on this side. Oh no, we're good. False alarm. I just needed to work a little bit more. This is super cute. Yes, reminds me of the Maybelline Sun Kisser a lot. Love this shade. Really cute and glowy. We'll see how it wears under powder. So far, really nice product. I don't know why I haven't heard about this. I don't know if this is new or not. This was, I think, my first PR package from L'Oreal, so kind of now the brand is going to be on my radar and I'm gonna know more about their launches, which I'm super pumped for because it's such a great brand. And we'll get to their iconic lipsticks in this video also, which I am so excited about. But this is our base before powder application. Dewy, gorgeous, lightweight, here for it. I'm really loving it. We have a new powder to test out, and this is where everything can go wrong. Because if you know me, I am a powder snob. I only like 5 different powders that I wear on my skin and rotate and like go through them. Laura Mercier, Huda Beauty, Givenchy, Maybelline. I literally hate other powders. I don't know. I have really textured skin, really oily skin. I'm very picky. But we're going to try the new Benefit Professional Power Powder, which is going to be blurring and probably mattifying, and I trust Benefit, so we'll see about that. The only thing is that I am kind of spooked that it might be oxidizing because this does not look light enough for me. Your girl is fair skinned and I like me a light brightening powder. I don't like yellow powders and like orangey powders, so this looks like it could oxidize, so we're just gonna have that. I'm gonna grab my makeup off. Also, it does look like it's very finely milled, which means that it's going to kind of blur and melt into the skin really nicely. Let's see how we go. I'm trying to not pick up too much, but honestly it's kind of blurring everything and it's setting really nicely, and I just don't feel it on my skin, like a layer on my skin. Like, I don't feel it, but at the same time there's something about this finish. I don't know if it's kind of looking like it's aging me a little bit. I don't know if it's me and I'm being picky, but it feels like it's kind of drying even on my oily skin. Like, when I smile, I see these lines here and that texture, and I'm not like, it doesn't usually appear when I apply loose powder. I'm gonna be really careful under my eye. See, like, it's matte and it's lightweight, but like there's something about this formula that is not perfect for me, which is totally fine. Maybe some other people love it and it's for them, but I'm just super picky about my powder, so I gotta say that it's not my favorite, but it's pretty decent. There's not a lot of good powders on the market, I will say that, and there's like about 5 powders that work for me. Just like mascaras, I am very picky, but I don't know, there's something about this powder that is super good, which is the fact that it's very lightweight and it cannot feel it at all, but at the same time there's something about it that is a little bit off. It's not really, it's kind of like drying and not really, I don't know, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look flawless. It doesn't look like a filter. That's an issue with me with this. Like, Huda Beauty would literally blur everything and it would look like a filter. Not that I want to look like a filter, but it's better than the real me. Just kidding. This kind of just looks like my skin. So probably this would be a great powder for those of you who don't have texture or enlarged pores. For those of you who have a smoother skin, this would probably look better. Yeah, that's the thing. We figure it out. Case closed. Case closed. Go away, powder. Let's move on. All right, so the Dundas, which I can only think about the Dundies when I look at this brand. Sorry, big Office fan here. The Dundas Beauty Bronzer. This is going to be a powder bronzer for face and body that creates a natural matte sun-kissed finish for buildable coverage. For some reason, they sent me all of their 6 shades. So some of them have a little bit of shimmer to them, like the more deeper tones. I did pick out the lightest shade, just like in the concealer. If you are a girly who is more fair than me, by the way, that concealer will not work for you. Like, that is not the lightest shade ever. But again, these products have kind of limited shades to them. There's only 6 bronzers, like I said. So I picked out the first one, and I thought that it's kind of a more cool tone, and it is more cool tone than the others, but at the same time, it's still kind of warm. So it has this little embossment here of this lion or whatever this is. This is their little mascot. Maybe it means something. Let me know if you know. I have zero clue. I'm gonna grab my favorite bronzer brush, and we're just gonna go a little bit lighter and kind of set the places where I put that Fenty Beauty bronzer. So right away, it's like too warm. I don't understand why, because it looks cool tone in the pan, and the next shade up is like way more warm. So I really don't get it. Like, why does it transfer so warm on my skin? Like, in the pan, it looks so much better. I don't know. Maybe it's actually because it's too deep. I am not really sure, but the quality, like the formula, super nice. Blending super nicely, very easy, smooth and cute. Like, everything about it is very demure and very mindful. By the way, if I post this video when this trend is over, I apologize. As of now, we're being very demure and respectful and cutesy, and it's all I can think about. I look like an orange clown for some reason, and I'm not loving it. I'm gonna have to add a ton of blush. Yeah, so that is kind of like my one take on this bronzer, is that I like the formula, but the shades are a little bit off from my personal preference. Like, I imagine myself, a fair cool tone girly, trying this. Like, you're gonna hate it. Not gonna lie, you're gonna hate it. If you're into warm tones, this could be your thing, but I don't understand a lot of American brands, not to any hate for American brands, but a lot of American brands create bronzers with orange undertones. I literally remember years ago, I even created a video talking about bronzer that are not orange, because those are rare. Let me tell you, cool tone bronzer is literally a gem. It's so difficult to find at Sephora or Ulta. I don't know what it is with American brands, but in Europe, cool tone bronzers are way more popular. In case you didn't know, I'm a European girly myself. But I mean, I live in US, so this is what I get. Just kidding. Anyways, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, and I do love the formula. I'm just not the biggest fan of this shade, and this was the only shade that I could use with my skin tone. So do with this information whatever you want. I just realized that we're gonna be trying out the Fenty blushes, so these are gonna have to wait, but I will show you one just in case. So this is by Flower Nose. This is their blush, and this shade was speaking to me. This is going to be their Dreaming Butterfly Embossment blush. So gorgeous. Just look at the packaging. It literally feels like I'm in a princess dream. I don't even know. It's gorgeous. So this is from their Midsummer Fairy Tales collection. I think they sent me quite a bit of stuff from that collection, but not the entire collection. And then look at the inside of this. Like, are you actually joking? Okay, I promise we're gonna try their highlighter, but I want to show Fenty blush on my skin more than I want to show this blush, so I'm gonna save it and we're gonna use it in another video or short form video. How gorgeous is this? Let me know in the comments if you've tried this brand as well. There's so many brands that I'm trying for the first time today. I just want to know if you guys have heard of the Dundas one or of this one. Like, what do you think? What are your tastes? Like, are you about the packaging and the embossment, or does the formula matter more to you? At the same time, maybe this has amazing formula. I just don't know yet. I am yet to try this, so we're gonna see. All right, let's move on to the Fenty Beauty blushes. So they came out with their powder blush formula. It's called Suede Powder Blush. They have matte and shimmer shades. They have really gorgeous blush brush. Also, they sent it over. I believe it's 155 blush brush. My favorite shade is Petal Popping, and this beautiful blush has the most unique powder blush formula. It's velvety, it's smoothing, it's suede, like they said. It's kind of reminds me of the Natasha Denona cream to powder eyeshadows, but this is blending just like butter, and it's sitting on the skin so beautifully. I should stop yapping and just apply it on my face. So I'm gonna do the Petal Popping shade because it's my favorite. It's quite pigmented, but I'm gonna try and not go overboard with it. It's really stunning. Honestly, I'm applying so much warmth on my face, and my eyeshadow is like the most cool tone eyeshadow ever. This is not going to look good. Maybe I should apply that pink blush, the Flower Nose pink blush. Yeah, we should. I will. Whatever. It's my video. I will apply both. Anyways, super cute. I've been reaching for it all of the time. Love it so much. As well as this shade, Summertime Wine. Amazing. This is a little bit deeper, and this will suit a lot of different complexions. And with this, I kind of have to go a little bit lighter because it's so deep. However, their purple blush, I just posted a video on this today. Well, when you're watching it, it would have been a couple days ago, and that blush is super purple. Wait, let me get it. So this right here, look at that. How is this a blush? So the shade is Drama Class, and this did not work for me, and I'm yet yet to see a person that this works for. Not really sure what they were trying to do here. Let me know if you like those kind of blushes, because sometimes I do like the purple, but this purple lacks warmth and kind of like humanness. Anyways, let's actually put on that little blush because my eyeshadow, like I said, is super, super cool tone. So I have to add a little bit of that into my face. I'm gonna grab a different brush, pick up a little bit of this. This looks like it's super, super pigmented. I'm gonna try and be very mindful. Wow. This is a beautiful shade. Yep, this is very, very pigmented. Think Dior, the very, very, very viral pink blush, but times 100. Love it. Actually love it. So happy with this. Okay, I added a little bit of setting spray and I re-intensified my freckles using a brow pencil. So we are ready for a little bit of a lip, Okay, Half Natural Beauty came out with 2 more of their kind of dual lip liners. These are amazing. They're waterproof. They're so long wear. And they come out with more brownie shades and more pinky shades. So we're gonna go ahead and do the shade Emo Rose, which is more of a pinky shade just because my eyes are gonna be like dark and cool toned. I want my lips to be a little bit more pinky, and these are some of the best lip liners on the planet, again, because they will not move anywhere and they're super, super waterproof and one of the most long wear in the entire world. And like, honestly, I've had so many shades of these and I was dying for something really neutral, really pink and really brown. So I'm really happy they came out with 2 new shades because these look just awesome. Take a look at the swatches right here. So this pink shade is the one that I applied, and then I went with the shade More Haze, which is this brownie shade on top, just a little bit, mixing the 2. This is the result. Adore, adore, adore this. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and then show you how it literally will not move anywhere. Let's get into the lipsticks. Like I mentioned, L'Oreal has sent over a really nice package, and in that package included 2 beautiful, gorgeous lipsticks. Let's see. Nothing to see. The shades are 601 and 635. These are going to be the L'Oreal Color Rich. Is this French? I am not. I'm sorry. We have the shade Worth It and Worth It Medium. Adore, 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 adore. They look so gorgeous. Oh my god. Let me show you the shade Worth It. This looks so beautiful. I love the golden packaging. I love the way it smells. It smells like old grandma lipstick. I'm living for it. I don't know why. It gives me nostalgia. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shade. It probably will give me like a satin, beautiful, hydrating finish. I'm gonna save the shade Medium for my mom because I think that looks like something she would enjoy. And we're gonna try the shade Worth It. This is a beautiful combo. I love when this happens and I try a random lip liner and a random lipstick and it works so beautifully. So creamy, so beautiful, velvety, creamy finish, comfortable. Wow, 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 wow. Really love it. This is staying in my vanity as well. So gorgeous. We're gonna top it off with a really exciting balm at the very end of the video, but for now, we're just gonna keep it like this and move to the eyes. But before that, look, do you see this? Insane. I'm telling you, grab their lip liners because you also buy 1, but you get 2 because they have from both sides. So highly, highly recommend this. You guys, will you believe me if I tell you that I have never ever owned a naked palette by Urban Decay? This is my first one and they had to send it to me. Look at this. They sent over their original naked palette that is going to be a limited edition, as well as the most iconic eyeshadow primer in the entire world, which is their eyeshadow potion primer. But you guys, this is so funny because people keep asking, how come you have never had a naked eyeshadow palette? Well, let me tell you, I lived in China during 2015, 16, 17. During those years, I lived in China and I wasn't so much into makeup. I actually wasn't into makeup at all, and I wasn't into American culture as well, so I didn't know what was popular at the time. I would just kind of go to the store and buy the cheapest option possible. I remember being very fond of the Sephora collection. I adored their bronzer, their foundation, their primer, still do, and their eyeshadow. I would buy like a little wad because I didn't know any better, and I would buy their eyeshadow and I would use it up. So that is why I never had any of these. And then I came to America and my sister-in-law has all of these and loves this and probably uses them still, and they're expired, so stop using those. But anyways, I was super excited to try it out. The only Urban Decay palette that I have is the Wild Greens palette. So I have never had a palette that has these pans, kind of square pans. The Wild Greens palette is quite good, but not like anything super exciting. This is exactly the same way I feel about this palette. It looks great, it looks fun, it looks cool tone, right up my alley, but not anything super exciting because I am a big eyeshadow fan. I'm a fan of Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. This will not get my juices flowing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's really cool. It's a cute concept. Is it a lazy launch? Yes. yes, definitely. Why would you not come up with something new? This is a little bit lazy, especially when you sell this for $59. Outrageous price. Go and buy Natasha Denona palette with my code Anastasia 15, and that will be $59, but much better quality. But I'm not here to roast on Urban Decay. They're cute, they're great, I love their stuff, and I am excited to create a look with this palette. We're gonna start with their eyeshadow primer. If you didn't know, this is the most iconic eyeshadow primer in the world. If you have hooded eyes, if you have oily eyelids like me, I highly recommend this. It's a really good product. I learned how to do eyeshadow and makeup using this primer. We're gonna start with this medium matte shade on a big fluffy brush. There's not a lot of matte shades in this palette. This is kind of one of the reasons why it's not my favorite right away. I don't have a use for satin shades whatsoever. It will look really beautiful if you have mature eyelids, and it will blend really much better than any other shadow. But my eyelids are still youthful. Not really, but they're trying to be. So I'm using matte shades, and I'm kind of using the shade on the outer corner and then blending whatever's left kind of like in my crease and in my nose contour, because this is a very nice cool toned kind of light shade that will act beautifully as a transition shade on me. I love cool toned eyeshadows. It's a fun, cute launch. If you were missing out or really want to try this palette, or your old one is crusty and dusty, which it probably is, get it. We're gonna get into the only deeper matte in this palette, which is called Buck, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush. By the way, the brushes I'm using today are by What's Up Beauty. Some of the most amazing brushes on the entire market. I love their stuff. I love all of their products. So I'm gonna tap that and kind of make it quite deep. I want, ooh, so pigmented. I gotta say, working with these mattes, incredible. I don't know if the original formula was as good blendability wise and pigmentation wise. I don't have a say in that, but this formula and this palette, incredible. I actually, yeah, this is a limited edition, so it's not gonna be here forever. Also, don't know why they made a decision to not just bring it back, but you know, I'm not a marketing person, so I don't know any better. All right, I did apply a little bit of that deeper shade on my lower lash line just to kind of give it some dimension, but let's get into this shade, which is the lightest matte in the palette, the first shade. Light matte shades are a lot of the times not light enough for my liking, but this one is so brightening and so pretty that I can pull it off and create a really beautiful all matte look with a really, really bright inner portion through here. So I'm applying it. This looks so beautiful. I'm applying it in my inner corner and kind of halfway through the lid, and just packing it on and kind of mixing it with the deeper shade. I'm gonna go back to my big brush without adding any new shadow and make sure that everything is blended. But this is so pretty and really, really stunning and beautiful. Let's put this shade under the brow to brighten as well. I'm like really loving this shade, and that is a lot for me. Like if a palette has a bright shade like this, I'm like loving a palette. So maybe I do like this palette a little bit more than I initially said, but I do not take my words back. I feel like for the price point, you are better off with a Natasha Denona midi palette. Like there's no questions about that. That is a fact. But having said that, this look is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Even though I said I don't want to apply any shimmers on my eyes, I have a really cool product that I wanted to test out and kind of show and demo for you. So I am going to apply a little bit of a shimmer, but maybe only on the inner corners. So the product I'm talking about is the new eyeshadow sticks by Half Magic Beauty. And if you don't know, I really, really love eyeshadow sticks. They do tend to be a lot more long wear, and when they completely dry, they're not moving anywhere. So they're actually really hooded eyes friendly, even though it seems like maybe it's a creamy product and it's not going to work for hooded eyes. But I've tried so many, Laura Mercier, Maybelline, Milani, you name it, they're amazing. And now these are the most amazing of them all, because they bring in that oomph, that shimmer, that sparkling moment. These are really, really fun shades. I only tried two neutral shades, like the more champagne-y and then the more kind of beauty taupey shades. So good. So I wanted to go ahead and try this champagne shade in the inner corner for you. The shade is called Champagne Snowflake. Oh my god, that was impossible to read. But this is so long wear, so sparkling, so out there. Look at that. Like I love this shade in the inner corners. I just do that and like I'm ready to go. Not going to go on the lid, but I'm really tempted. I just gotta say, so beautiful. So that's why I kind of wanted to show off some of these products. I'm actually gonna swatch some of the shades right here. So this is that taupey shade that I absolutely adore. I think this one is actually my favorite. Okay, so maybe the deep blue is not one of my favorites because I don't know, I'm just not about deep blue for some reason. But the bright blue, the pink, the purple, and that taupey shade, absolutely gorgeous. And the one that I'm wearing right now, the Champagne Snowflake, so good, so good. Anyways, highly recommend this product. So long wear, will not move anywhere, waterproof, all of those good things. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a liner and come back to test out the new mascara. This is what little bit of a liner eyeliner means in my world. I actually forgot about highlight, so how about we put that on? So again, this is by the brand called Flower Nose. This is their Little Angel Collection embossed highlighter in the shade Paradise Lost. Absolutely incredible. Just look at the details on there. I almost don't want to keep using it, but the highlighter is so good that I do want to keep using it. Anyways, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my highlighter brush. This is quite blinding, so I'm gonna try not go overboard with it. The first time I tried it, I did, and it didn't end good, but I really adore the subtle glow. It's one of those where you don't see the individual sparkles, which is a good thing. It's kind of like a polished, really beautiful finish. Obsessed with this. So luxurious, a great formula. I'm still yet to try their lip products and their eyeshadows. I do want to believe that those formulas are also good, but one of my followers over on IG told me that they didn't like their eyeshadows. We'll see. Anyways, let's get to mascara. Mascara is also by Milk, so they're tubing mascara, kind of to go with their tubing brow gel. I don't know if this is a new product or not. I think that it's not. I think the brow gel was a new product and this is not. Their Kush High Roll Mascara. Smudge proof mascara made with conditioning hemp seed oil and vegan tubing technology to lengthen, define, and blah blah blah. Solve all of your life problems as per usual. Really sleek packaging. Adore this. I love tubing mascaras because I'm a hooded eyes and oily eyes girly. Is it brown? No, it's black. Therefore, literally only tubing and waterproof mascaras work for me. So I am loving. If it doesn't move anywhere, I am loving. If I don't look like a panda at the end of the day. Oh, what is this? I'm not using this mirror. Chucky, go away. I can't stop using that one. That one is just too cute. All right, so I do see that it's lengthening and separating, and as per usual, these kind of tubing mascaras don't give you that much volume, but it's not a big issue for me because mainly not looking like a panda is my main goal when it comes to a mascara. And honestly, look at how long the lashes are looking. This is quite good. I'm gonna film another video after this, so we're gonna see how it wears, because typically I know within the first hour if the mascara is gonna work for me or no. But if it's one of the other mascaras that I can wear on a daily because it stays on, I'm gonna be really freaking happy, because it doesn't happen often. I say it all the time. I am a terrible mascara snob. I only have 5 mascaras that work for me. If this one is gonna work, it's gonna be the 6th one, and I'm gonna be really happy. Beautiful so far. I just want to mention that I am sitting in a very hot room and I cannot turn the AC on because it's super loud. That is why you're seeing a little bit of oils coming through the center of my face. It's not the powder or anything. It's just that I'm a sweaty girl because it's so hot. I want to show you one last product for today because I am blown away by this product. This is Road Balm on steroids. Think that amazing formula that looks sleek on your lips and is non-sticky, but with a lot of pigment. This is that product, and also much cheaper, I assume, because Moira is a very affordable brand. So this is the Moira Butter Bliss Lip Balm. Oh my god, I tried it yesterday and I was like, I am in absolute love with the formula. Yeah, so that's what it's giving. It's giving Road on steroids, and the packaging is super cute. Look at this applicator. This is the shade that I tried and the shade that I'm going to use today as well. Shade Petal Pop. But they have really beautiful neutrals and pop-up color shades. I am still yet to try those. I'm super pumped, and it's such a good formula. Just look at that. Look at how glossy and smooth that is. And then you apply it all over your lips and it kind of smooths any lines, and it's non-sticky. And this is giving you a lot of color. Even though I'm applying it over lipstick, you can still see that it's very pigmented. Wonderful, beautiful formula. As you can see, non-sticky at all. Feels really comfortable and literally everything I want in a balm. And this shade is just like my favorite mauvey pinky shade and it looks so good with this combo. But I also have a couple brown shades. They sent me a purple, a red one, a kind of neutral one, really milky one. I am yet to try those. Really love these. That's why I wanted to mention, because it's so gorgeous. Oh my god. All right, let me put on a lash and come back and share my final look and my final thoughts on all of these products. All right, team, here's the final makeup look, the final result. I really like how it turned out, even though there were some products that I'm not really sure about. Let's start from the beginning. The brows, yes, actually loving this gel. They look so good. They're so like set in place and they're kind of really emphasized, which I'm liking. I thought I want my brows to be less dark, but now I understand that it kind of frames my face and I really like it. As well as the Milk mascara, so far really liking it, but I have to wear it for a longer period of time to kind of make my final decision. Complexion products, everything worked really well. Obsessed with the foundation and the way my skin feels, like there's no makeup on it. Not obsessed with powder, it was just not perfect enough for me. However, another brand that I'm kind of still on the fence about is the Dundas brand. I understand that you're trying to make a product for every gender identity and all of that, and that is a really cool concept, but at the same time, your products are made in China. You could have afforded to make them a little bit more affordable, if that makes sense. I am not really happy with the shade range and the price point because I tried the lightest shade and it was too orange for me. Talking about bronzer, concealer, I love, and I will continue using this product, but if they have never sent me the product, I would have never purchased it. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna be real with you guys here. Loved all of the lip products. So gorgeous. Highly recommend these lip balms. Oh my god, Moira is literally the best. Love the blushes, Fenty blushes and Flower Nose blushes, as well as the liquid L'Oreal blush was amazing. Benefit primer, I think I prefer the blurring one, but this one is pretty good. It's just not mattifying enough. Say compared to One Size, this is not even close. That one will mattify you to the gods. I love the Urban Decay palette and primer. Actually, they worked out so beautifully. I know that I'm going to be reaching for this palette, but at the same time, I prefer my Natasha Denona, if you know what I mean. Use my code Anastasia15 if you purchase off of Natasha Denona website. Anyways, love Half Magic sticks as well. So gorgeous, so stunning. Highly recommend these. Overall, really pleased, and I'm loving how it turned out, even though some of the products were not perfect. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm going to put all of the products that I use in the description down below. If you shop through my links, you help out my channel quite a bit. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!